Good morning students. Now we are going to start the 7th chapter, that will be your triangles. So triangle, we are knowing that triangle is a closed figure that is formed by three non-collinear points. Non-collinear points are the points which does not lie on a same straight line. So these three are non-collinear points. When we will join here, it forms your triangle. So based on the sides, triangles are of three parts, and based on the angles, triangles are of three parts. So based on the sides, triangles are scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. Scalene triangle is a triangle having no sides equal. Isosceles triangle, you will find two sides equal, and equilateral triangle, you will find all the three sides equal. And based on the angles also, you will find three types of triangles. First will be your right angle triangle, second will be your obtuse angled triangle, and third will be your acute angled triangle. So in right angle triangle, one angle will be your 90 degree. In obtuse angle triangle, one angle will be your obtuse angle, that will be greater than 90 but less than 180. And acute angle, you will find all the three angles, that will be your acute angle. Acute angle means less than 90 degree. So these are the basic introduction about the triangle. Two more things you have to study here that are very important. So that will be your median and altitude. So let us see, what do you mean by median and what do you mean by altitude. This is a triangle. So median is a line segment joining from one vertex of a triangle to its opposite side, joining the midpoint. So one vertex we have taken, vertex A. From vertex A, we are drawing one line segment joining to its opposite side. Suppose this point is point D. So here point D will be your midpoint. So we can say that median of a triangle divides the triangle into two equal areas. So area of triangle ABD will be equal to area of triangle ACD. If we draw from here, so BE will be the median, and if you will draw from this side, so CF will be the median, and the point of intersection of all the three medians of a triangle is known as centroid. Next is altitude. Altitude means the height. So altitude is a line segment that joins from one vertex of a triangle to its opposite side, making an angle of 90 degree. So here AD will be the altitude of a triangle, but D is not the midpoint. D will be the midpoint in the case of medians. So there will be three altitude in a triangle. So BE and CF are also the altitudes of a triangle, and the point of intersection of all the altitudes of a triangle is known as orthocenter. So these are the terms median and altitude. Point of intersection of median is known as centroid. Point of intersection of altitude is known as orthocenter. Now we have to study here basically about congruency. Now see, what do you mean by the term congruency or congruent figures? So congruency means two shapes are said to be congruent to each other when they will have the same shape and same size. Suppose if we draw here one triangle A, B, C. This triangle is triangle PQR. R. So both the triangle are said to be congruent to each other when they will have the same shape and same size. It means that when we take triangle ABC and put it on triangle PQR, so side AB will get overlap with side PQ, side BC will get overlap with side QR, and side AC will get overlap with side PR. So here we can say that these sides which are getting overlap, so these are known as the corresponding sides of the triangle, and these angles which get overlap, so these are known as the corresponding angles of a triangle. So in the case of congruency, corresponding sides and corresponding angles of two triangles overlap, so they are said to be equal. Now depending on the side and angle, congruency is divided into four rules or theorems. First is known as side. Second is known as side angle side. Third is known as angle side, and fourth is known as RHS. So side means all the three sides are equal, corresponding sides of a triangle are equal. SAS means two sides and one angle. AAS means two angle and one side. RHS means right hypotenuse side. This will come in the case of 90 degree. It means the opposite will be the hypotenuse, and that will always be equal. So these are the four criteria. Based on these, we are able to prove the triangles as congruent. Now let us start with some questions of congruency. Now see question number 1. So question is given here, this B, C, O, A, D. These both are 90. Now we have to prove here, to prove CD bisects AB. So in this question we have to prove that CD bisects AB. So how to start? So first of all, we will prove here both the triangles as equal. We take these two triangle OBC and triangle OAD. So in triangle OBC and triangle OAD, in triangle OBC and OAD, first thing we will try to see that whatever things are given in the question. So AD and BC, both the things are marked equal. So we can write here AD is equal to BC. Reason is given. Second thing, you can see that these two are 90 degree. So we can write here angle OBC will be equal to angle OAD will be equal to 90 degree, that is given. And third thing you will find here that these two angles are vertically opposite angles. So angle POC will be equal to angle DOA. Reason you will write here as vertically opposite angles. So therefore triangle OBC is congruent to triangle OAD. There are two angles and one side, so we can write here as angle side rule. So two triangles are congruent, so OA will be equal to OB. Reason you will write here as CPCT. CPCT stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangle. It means that if we take this triangle and put it on triangle OAD, so these two sides get overlap. So these are the corresponding parts of congruent triangle which we have proved. So OA is equal to OB, it means that O is the midpoint, so CD bisects AB. Therefore CD bisects AB. So this is the proof of question number first. So in this way we are going to prove some questions of congruency. So now let us see another question. Now see here question number second. This is line L. This angle is given as 90 and 90. So this is Q, B, P, A, and these two angles are equal here. So in this question we have to prove that, first part, triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQP. Second part, BP is equal to BQ. Now see, let us start how to prove the question. In this question it is given that line L is a bisector of angle A. It means that these two angles are equal. So first of all we will take these two triangles. In triangle APB and triangle AQB, first part you can see that both these angles are given as 90 degree. So we can write angle AQB is equal to angle BPA will be equal to 90 degree, that is given. Second, you can see that angle QAB, this angle and this angle both are equal, it is already marked. Angle QAB will be equal to angle BAB. Reason you can write here as given. Third thing you can see here, this line AB, this line AB is common, it is coming in both the triangle, so we can write AB is equal to AB, that will be common. So therefore triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB by which rule? Two angles and one side, so we can write here AAS rule. First part is over. So second is BP is equal to BQ by CPCT. BP is equal to BQ will be your corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So both parts are proved. So this you can see, these are the proof of question number second. Now let us see question number third here. Now question number third. This is the figure for question number third. This angle given as equal. These two angles are given as equal. This is E, D, A, PB. So in this figure we have to prove, first part, to prove triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP. Second part, AD is equal to BE. Notes here, let us start here. First of all, we will take both these triangle DAP and EBP. In triangle DAP and triangle EBP. So it is very easy to find out whatever things are given in the question. So question is saying that AB is a line segment. One more thing is given, P is the midpoint. P is the midpoint, it means AP and PB will be equal. And these angles which have been marked, they are equal. So in triangle DAP and EBP, angle EAP will be equal to angle DPB. Reason you can write here as given. Second, angle DAP will be equal to angle EBP. Again, reason you can write here as given. It is saying P is the midpoint, so AP is equal to PB. AP is equal to PB. Reason, P is the midpoint. So from angle side, therefore triangle DAP is said to be congruent to triangle EBP by angle side rule. This is the proof of first part. Second is AD is equal to BE. These are the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So we can write here as CP/CT. So this is the proof of question number 3rd. So these are some questions based on congruency. In the next video, I will come with some more questions of proof and some questions of inequalities. Thank you.